The Turtle Hospital is located in the heart of the Florida Keys. We've been rescuing, rehabilitating, and returning sick and injured sea turtles to the wild for over 36 years. It is not a tourist attraction, it is a licensed veterinary hospital, but it is a tourist attraction. So it attracts people and it is a win-win for our sea turtles. The admission fee to the Turtle Hospital is what funds the operating budget. So when people come in to see the turtles, they're actually funding the turtle care. The other incredible thing is they're learning through our educational program. So the people that come to the Florida Keys and they're out fishing and diving and enjoying our waters, they now become our eyes on the water and really part of our turtle army. So they're out there seeing sick and injured sea turtles, calling us, and in the past 2 years, as our educational programs increase, 6 out of 10 of our rescue calls come from people that have come through our educational programs. It's amazing. The sea turtle is the oldest animal known to man. So it's, again, hard for us to think about, but they were swimming in our oceans when dinosaurs were roaming our land. Having an animal that's the oldest animal on Earth, I mean, it's an iconic animal and people just relate to it. So whether it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Finding Nemo with Disney, people connect with sea turtles, and that really is good for us and good for our sea turtle population. It makes people care. Our animal care staff, they live on site. We have a 24-hour hotline, 7 days a week, so they're always on call. We cover over 200 miles of coastline, all of the Florida Keys, Monroe County. We have 4 ambulances. You're gonna see them from Key Largo to Key West going in 2 directions. We have one we use for education. We have the special permanent turtles that go to schools and local events. So yes, there's really turtles in those ambulances. Sometimes it's embarrassing to be human, I hate to say, but most of what we see are human impact injuries. So we're gonna see boat strike turtles, fishing gear entanglement and ingestion. And then here in the Florida Keys and really around the globe in warmer climates, we see this horrific disease called fibropapillomatosis. It's FP for short, and it causes these horrific tumors on sea turtles. It's hard to look at. The good news is when they don't internalize, we can fix them. So you'll see behind me, there's a CO2 laser. It's the ideal equipment to remove those tumors from the soft tissue. And we released 2 turtles yesterday back to the wild that were inflicted with that disease. So we are helping them, but we still have a long way to go. We are a popular stop along the way on Overseas Highway, so you want to go online to turtlehospital.org and make sure you have a reservation. You don't want to show up in your RV and not be able to see sea turtles, so that's the first advice I give you. When you come in, you're going to come into our educational center, where there's more information than you ever want on sea turtles, and you get to see that. But once you pay admission and come in for a program, you're going to have a personal tour guide. And first they're going to bring you into our hospital and teach you about sea turtles. You're going to come through this surgery suite. So there's actually a window into the surgery suite. If our veterinarian's here, you may see me running anesthesia. You're going to see what's going on. We're going to let you know if it's graphic, so not to worry. We'll say just keep moving if you don't want to see it, but we also have a monitor into our emergency room. So if we have an intake going on, you're going to be able to see that happening through a monitor, and then you're going to go out and meet our sea turtle patients. And right now we have over 40 turtles and we have 20 more arriving tomorrow. So there's always turtles here to see. When you come down Overseas Highway, you're going to see this funky green building. It was actually the Hidden Harbor Motel. Richie Moretti, who is our founder and still our director and still very much involved at almost 80 years old. He was a retired multi-millionaire at age 40 and came to the Florida Keys to retire and fish. Well, he bought this old motel and he was an avid fisherman. There was a saltwater swimming pool here at the motel, a tidal pool. They started putting their fish, so the fish would survive, and they had this amazing aquarium of sorts, and the local schools found out about it. So they asked if they could come teach their kids about the local sea life. So Richie and Tina Brown, who was a co-founder at the time, they allowed students to come in. Well, now we're about the mid-80s and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were all the craze. So they would have kids come in and they would ask to see a sea turtle. So Richie Moretti went to the state of Florida and said, can I have a sea turtle to put in my pool? And they said, well, by then they were protected by the endangered species list, and they said the only way you can have one is we'll give you a permit to help them. And pretty much that was the start of the Turtle Hospital and became his passion. And so I'm grateful for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Richie Moretti, who really made this happen. They were not open to the public till after Hurricane Wilma in 2005. It flooded the hospital and the motel rooms, and they didn't have the funding to revive both, so the hospital won out, and that's when they opened to the public. And now, as I said, the admission fee funds the turtle care. We have a really good survival rate here at the Turtle Hospital. We put about 70% of the turtles that come into us back into the ocean. I'm pretty proud of that number. It takes a village. It takes everybody working to make that happen. And the best thing you can do is fall in love with sea turtles and share that. That compassion is contagious, and that's really what we need globally to help the species survive.
Rescue, rehab, and release.
What a great place.